Welcome to another exciting edition of Smell the Coffee. It's a brand new Monday, brand new week, brand new energy, brand new everything. Everything is absolutely going to go well for all of us this week, and I am so excited. I love new beginnings, and today we are beginning this show with Ashwin Berry on Smell the Coffee. How are you doing?
I feel good because the positive energy that is radiating from you right now is usually not how I start the day. You know, on the other show we must deal with a couple of traumas, a couple of wars, but it's good to be on Smell the Coffee.
It's so good. Tell me something. You know, this past week we had the bridal couple of the year competition at Tourism Expo. Isn't it such a lovely sight to just see people that are in love, people that can't get over themselves, and people who are committed to unifying this thing that they have.
For sure. I mean, look, the best thing, the coolest thing I observed about the bridal couple competition is obviously the couples will be wearing what they had on their wedding day. And because everyone is in awe of them, yes, it is about 10 couples, but it's so beautiful because it's almost like they get to relive aspects of that day. You see in the interview that we'll show later that it's truly, it's a special kind of competition. And then you can also start scoping out ideas for how you can deal with your own wedding in the future. You know how
so it's good for singletons to go and just see
where it's going,
see what decor, what outfit.
I mean, it's good for singletons. It's strategic for those who are already in a relationship. I think others are already just one step closer. But yeah, it's beautiful to see.
Speaking about those who are already in relationships, is this something that you are looking forward to doing? Is this even your vibe? Is this something that you would do? Would you take part in that type of competition?
Look, I'm a part of the framework of
this remove yourself
company.
out.
I think it's a wonderful idea. I think it's a great thing for
if you
people
are not
to pay
part
attention
of
together.
NMH.
Yeah, I mean, look, again, I think it's a great thing to be a part of. I think
your
getting
answer
the
sounds like
opportunity
you're going to say no.
It's good to relive those moments as often as possible. But you know, for each couple, it's different, and sometimes it's a matter of schedules. But I did enjoy the bridal couple of the year competition.
But you didn't answer. Is it a yes or a no?
I say yes to the idea.
But not to the competition itself.
No, I certainly, I would. I think it's cool. Do you know why I would take part? These guys won an all expenses paid trip to the Caribbean. Caribbean.
And they also got tickets to go and watch the cricket T20.
So yes.
That's massive.
Yes, yeah. After all that, the real answer is.
I know that because I read it in Sunset News yesterday. Because I got tickets.
Which is super cool. Super cool.
It's so cool. But you know what else is cool? Smell the Coffee after the break, because we bring you bizarre stories and stories that you will definitely enjoy.
Neo Paints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neo Paints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neo Paints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
Welcome back to STC. Now, over the weekend, Rihanna, Riri, our girl, the most fantastic of them all, launched a new foundation brand. It's called the Soft Lit Foundation, and she launched it in LA. You know how celebrities usually have products within their care or within their range. So Rihanna usually phases out the old products and introduces new products. So over the weekend, she launched this amazing foundation. I hope it does come to Namibia. And yeah, it's called the Lumia Soft Lit Foundation. And she had a lot of influencers at the event. She had the Mintlalis, she had the Linda Mtobas, she had Jackie Aina, all influencers
The wrong Aina, though.
worldwide. Yeah, she should have had
she should
me.
have gotten-
Yeah.
But you'll get better next time, Rihanna.
Yeah, so she had all influencers worldwide because, you know, as much as we say influencers don't actually have influence, those people do have
They do.
influence.
A lot
'Cause-
of people want to be them.
yeah, because they tell their fans like what is up, what is popping, and people really take it from them.
yes.
If Aina is using this new foundation, trust and believe, at least, let's say, at least 5 people who watch Smell the Coffee are going to, you know,
Latch on to
use
that.
the
Yeah.
foundation. Yeah, so yeah.
I think it's cool. I mean, Rihanna's doing a thing. She also hinted at her upcoming album. Speaking about it, she wants to create work that's reflective of where she is in life. You already heard her statements when she was talking about fashion. She's saying she's not necessarily dressing the way that she used to, specifically joining as she entered motherhood, which shook a lot of girls because they assumed it would be bad girl Riri forever. But 2 children later, perhaps, you know, she's looking at her life a little differently.
And she's dressed so modestly.
Yes,
here,
yes,
you can
indeed.
see. And she said that she does regret some of the things that she's done, some of her outfits, you know, in her earlier days, because now she's like, oh, my sons are going to see this because I'm like that big of a star, and this is not something that I would want them to see. But nonetheless, Rihanna, you lived your life. It was good when it was good.
She's still alive.
You
Okay.
yeah, she did her
Well,
mistakes.
your youth. She lived through her youth.
Yeah, she
lived
did
through
her
youth.
mistakes, and that's fine. People grow and people evolve. We understand, and I'm
And
sure
I think
your
it's easy
children
to
will
forgive your mother
understand.
when she's a billionaire.
Yeah.
Very easy. Very.
But I don't think there is nothing to forgive.
No, not forgive, but you know, to look past or to look over, to understand your mother's path. Because
Yeah.
a big part of what she did led her to where she is, into the life that she created. And, you know, A$AP Rocky certainly liked that fashion enough to
Yeah.
decide to be with
And
her.
those of you that are looking forward to seeing Rihanna at the Met Gala, she did say that she is not going to be on trend. She is not going to be on theme. She's going to be dressed down, comfortable, but she will do something with her makeup and, you know, her hair.
I just made a connection, which I wouldn't have made if my wife wasn't watching blogs yesterday. She's entering her Victoria Beckham era.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, the Victoria Beckham where it's still stardom, but there's a very elegant touch to it.
Very modest.
What was we watching? It was the Vogue. She had her Vogue
Interview.
Yeah, a Vogue interview in the last years of Vogue in the last couple of decades, Victoria Beckham in the last couple of decades. I was checking that out. And just the way that Rihanna's kind of like describing where her image is going, I'm seeing some similarities there. And I'm proud of myself. Thank you, baby, for forcing me to watch that.
I'm proud of you. Shout out. Now we are together.
Now we are together, we are moving. So our other story is very interesting. Someone was previously connected with Rihanna. Thank goodness they aren't anymore. Chris Brown beefing with Quavo. Now, Quavo is an artist from the Migos, one of hip-hop's prolific crews. Some people will have them in the, I'd say, top 20 crews of all time. Top 5, that's a bit of a joke, but he's very good. They did lose one of their hip-hop members last year from that crew who was tragically shot dead. And what's happened since then is him and Chris Brown have been having a hip-hop beef going back and forth. Quavo apparently dated a lady that Chris Brown was with, and this lady divulged to him how Chris Brown treated her, which is also in several court documents. And Quavo then, you know, their relationship soured and turned into beef tracks and all of this kind of thing. And the latest thing that happened is that Quavo had a concert and Chris Brown allegedly bought most of the tickets to that concert just so that a few fans could show up. And I don't know if that's I don't know what Chris Brown got out of that.
You don't know if it's a negative or a
Yeah,
positive,
because
but right now
Quavo's
it
fans-
seems it's a positive.
Yeah, because Quavo's fans are going to say, okay, we would have been there, but we can't buy tickets because Chris Brown is there. So you can't blame like Quavo for having a small audience. But from Chris Brown's side, you dislike someone so much, you're going to pay them?
It's so weird.
Yeah, so that's essentially what the show looked like. I mean, most of the tickets allegedly had been bought off by Chris Brown. The fans that could show up were the ones who did show up, and Quavo did show up. Kudos to him for also
shout out.
for showing up.
Honoring, yeah.
That's the true artist way. But again, I don't know what kind of hate it is. Chris Brown, I hope you dislike me and give me money.
Yeah. And
That's
on
his
that
logic.
note, let's take a trip to see the beautiful bridal competition interview after the break.
Simon, welkom by Uitspeel. Ek is Joey Daddy, by my is my kameraad in Kattekwaad, sy is
Henriette Lamprecht.
en saam met ons uitspeel, ons hou daarvan om dinge 'n lig op te neem, 'n bietjie grappies te maak en net so die ligter kant van die lewe te sien. Our winning couple for the 2024 Republican Bridal Competition is Shange and Simon Yambu. Congratulations. We will be talking to them in English. So ons buig bietjie die uitspeel reels hierso, maar dis heeltemal okay. Congratulations and welcome to Uitspeel.
Thank you so much, fam. I'm still in shock. I still can't believe it. But my husband did a lot of work. He did the campaigns, he made sure people voted. So I'm still in shock.
I was told, Simon, that you decided that you guys are going to run in this competition. That is rather unusual. Why did you take the initiative?
Thank you for that. So I'm an avid traveler. I travel a lot, especially local. And this year I decided then to go international. So I decided to enter because I've seen what prizes can be won through this competition. I've heard of about 2 winners previously and they did got great prizes. But this was the best prize I can imagine because it's taking me to the Caribbean where I've never been. Even my wife has never been that side, though she has visited almost all the continent except the America.
That's cool. Just before we start asking some real serious questions, let's just quickly get an Yambu 101. Please tell us what you guys do, where you're from originally, etc. A quick CV. We'll start with you, Shange.
All right. I'm originally from the northern part of Namibia, but I'm a medical technologist. I work for Namibian Institute of Pathology. So, but currently I'm not really on the bench, so I really spend most of my day doing public health related work. Yeah.
You, Simon?
Yeah. I'm from Oname village. Shout out to my people there. Yeah, so I'm an environmentalist and a safety official. So currently I'm also working at Namibian Institute of Pathology.
So that's where you guys met, in the health sector.
But no, we met at university when we were pursuing courses in the health sector. Yes.
Health comes first.
Absolutely, health above all. You guys eat a lot of apples.
Our son loves apples. I'm not so much of a fan.
You know what they say about apples. I'm infringing on Henriette's speech here. She's the health expert.
Okay, Simon, my question to you is, you said you love traveling. What is it about traveling that you love so much?
Traveling gives me peace of mind. You know, when I go out there in the world with no internet, sometimes I don't even want to connect to the Wi-Fi, just to have fun with my partner and enjoy each other, forget about the world, forget who's judging, and just reset.
Are you guys campers, or do you prefer lodges?
We are campers, especially in Namibia. I have a tent at home and everything actually that we need for camping, so we use to camp a lot.
I think I love you.
When did you guys meet?
I think we first met sometime around 2009. But that we didn't start dating then, so we were friends and we had some failed dates in between. But I think up until our real date was in 2019, and I think after that then we sticked around until today, until we got married.
Simon, can you remember, what was the very first thing you thought when you met her?
You must think carefully now, Simon.
No, it's okay. I still remember that day properly. She was in an adjacent class to ours in university, and she was this nice, tall, skinny girl. She was not this size.
Oh, bummer!
So I thought she was a model.
Simon, she can take somebody else on the trip, you know that.
So I thought she was a model, so I really liked her from then. And I started eyeing her, but she, like I said on the stage, she was running away from me because, you know.
You wanted her badly.
Yeah, I guess.
So tell us, what strategies did you devise to eventually get to her? What do you think won her over eventually?
After university, we really got to know each other deeper as friends. And also I was friends with people in her circle, and they realized that Simon was the prize. So when I went to her, it was like, no, it was easy business then.
So you basically asked your friends for help.
They gave recommendations. So they were also pitching for me the other side.
And while this process was going on, what did you think about what he was up to?
I think I sort of knew, and like you said, we had friends in common. And I remember sometimes I was working in Lutheran and I had a friend, my best friend, and she was eating all the chocolates. So he would go to her and talk to her, but she wouldn't really come to me. But every time I visited Vento, we would sort of meet up, or he would visit, and yeah. So it was quite smooth, and then eventually we ended up together.
You guys have been married now for more than a year, or how long?
Oh, sorry.
How long have you been married?
We got married in 7 July last year, so we're not a year yet.
Did something change in your relationship when you actually got the ring and the surname and everything?
Yes. What changed is that for the first time we had an international trip together. So we went to Bali on Valentine's Day for our honeymoon.
Oh wow!
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Fun fact, there was data released earlier this week, and since independence, only 175,000 more or less people in Namibia got married. Why do you think it is important to still get married? I mean, a lot of couples just stay together and have more informal arrangements. Why? What is it about marriage that you wanted?
I think for me, I can say it really does make life a little bit easier. You have a friend, you have a partner. It's easy to go through life, and you sort of have this best friend that sort of look out for you. So I would still very much recommend that they should get married. It's not as hard as people sometimes make it look like. It's, yeah.
Give it time. Simon, do you have any thoughts? What was it about marriage that was appealing to you?
Yeah, the most appealing thing was to have my own family, to have somebody that can motivate me to work hard for, and I also just wanted to raise kids in a lovely home. You know, when you have kids that are raised together by the parents and all of them are sitting in one house, I think they come out to become better people in society, and they don't also get to go through a lot of things in life that make them suffer or then have side effects such as depression or psychological disorders later in life. Yes.
Okay, you are a winner. My question, I can't remember, Joe.
Oh dear.
I'm so in awe of Simon. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That happens. This is HPL after all. We do mess up from time to time. Okay, right. What would you say is the most important thing in your marriage? And I don't want generic and impressive, but obvious answers like love and respect, etc., etc. For you, what's the most important?
I think for me, what is important is really to have a home. And when I mean a home, is a place that when I go home, I feel myself is a safe place for me, and that's what's really important for me.
Yeah. So for me, what is very important is the respect we have for each other, and also the autonomy. Most of the people think that when you get married, you abandon your old self and create a new life with this person, with a new personality and new everything. It's not necessary. You have a life, she has a life, I have a life. So we must just then come together and accept each other's individuality instead of trying to control the other, that don't do this and that, while it has been what they have been doing their whole life.
Okay, I know my question now.
Thank you.
Okay, it takes time. Me and Joe, I will be married 29 years in December. And then Joe, how long?
19.
19, yeah, I see. So now we're coming to the difficult part. And please be honest, is there little things that irritate you about each other? That she does, that you think, really, girl?
Ooh, he's scared. It's a scared man sitting over
I
there.
think she can answer what I'm thinking about it.
Okay, let's see if she's got the guts.
For me is, I think we sort of have different personalities. Sometimes he's not much. I also don't share, but sometimes also doesn't really like to share sometimes.
He's a man.
Yeah, I think those are some of the things that I can think of, but yeah, sometimes he's a man and he wants to keep the stuff to himself.
Oh man, what a beautiful interview.
Oh, the
love.
The Yambos look lovely, and I can't wait. I hope they share their pictures and videos when they're in the Caribbean. I'm
Yeah,
excited
yeah,
for that.
that's gonna be amazing.
Speaking of the Caribbean, Jamaica in particular.
Let's talk about Bob Marley. There's a new movie called Bob Marley, One Love. So this movie celebrates the life and music of an icon who inspired generations through his music of love and unity. On the big screen, for the first time, it discovers Bob's powerful story of overcoming adversity and the journey behind his revolutionary music. Paramount Pictures is bringing Bob Marley's story to life with Bob Marley, One Love, starring Kingsley Ben-Adir as a legendary Jamaican reggae singer. The film tells a story of his rise to fame in the mid-1970s until he died in 1981. While the film features many notable people from Marley's life, there were also quite a few of them involved behind the scene, including two of his children, Ziggy and Cedella Marley, who served as producers, and his widow Rita Marley, whom he was married to from 1966 to 1981. So this is what the producer is saying. The authenticity of the Jamaican element of this is something never before seen in a Hollywood production of this size. This movie is a real representation of Jamaica and of Bob and of the creation of his music, Ziggy told Paramount Pictures on the film. We have approached this as a creative project, not an emotional thing. My emotions are beyond this. It's about showing the truth. That is what Ziggy, who is the producer
And the son.
said.
Absolutely. No, that was one of the best things about seeing how this movie came about. The Marley family was very much involved in making sure everything remains historically accurate. As you can see, the casting for the actor, very well done. Pretty much as close as you can get to Bob Marley. And interesting thing, the main actor is British citizenship. I don't think if he's his identity is fully British, but British citizenship, British guy, British accent, and he could not sing prior to this. And he told them, he said, guys, I know you like my acting and everything, but I cannot sing. And he got into it. and he managed to put through a very, very good performance. And for me, when it comes to movies like this, once the Marleys give you the go-ahead, it's good for everybody. I can't wait.
It's good for everybody. Well, we will be watching. Do let us know in the comments if you have watched the show and the movie.
Bob Marley, One
So
Love.
obsessed with shows.
Yeah.
If you have watched the movie, tell us what your thoughts are and what you loved the most about the movie. And on that note, thank you so much for watching our show today. We'll see you again tomorrow, same time, same place. It's all our love, all our light. Ciao.